Anyways, speaking of which, thank you all for tuning in and watching. Here comes Tim. Might have some information for us regarding our next future match. You and Dan doing this one?
I mean, that's the order.
Yeah.
I can't find.
Can't find him.
Find the other
Oh, there he is.
Okay. It's Wadden and Miyashiro. He wants to do the commentary.
Well, it's you and Tim, right? If we're keeping the rotation.
There's 2 games left. I don't give two shits who goes on. I'm having fun doing this. Go.
All right.
You too, if you don't mind. Have fun.
There you go. We've got some answers for you. So it's going to be me and Tim on commentary. And the question you really want to know the answer to, the game we're going to watch.
I'll ask.
It's like time with you pie or something.
I'll get
Wadden's handle.
The question you really want the answer to is what game are we watching? And it's Matt Wadden versus
Sporting. Oh, we get the gritty costume on camera now. On screen. Nice.
Matt Wadden versus Justin. How do you say his last name? Miyashiro.
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 Yeah. One of them is 5-1, and the other one is 4-2. Unfortunately I forget which one is which.
Is that it? And what's his game
Oh,
handle?
that's M-I. No, that's not right. It's M-I-Y. I'll get it.
Justin's 5-1. Thank you for the correction. Can you spell his last name for me, Queso?
M-I-Y-A Shiro.
You got to put my mouse back over here.
M-I-Y-A-S-H-I-R-O.
S-H-I-R. That's not too hard. I should have got
And
that.
then parentheses JagTech.
J-A-Q.
I-
Is it J-A-Q or is it
I think it's J-A-G. Yeah, there it is. T-E-Q.
Okay, there's the Q.
Q.
I mean, we could call it gritty.
Thank you.
And time you pie.
Oh, it's just time you buy.
The question is, do we have the sides? Do we have the sides right?
Yeah, I think I checked that because you can see Justin's.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's right. All right, so we got I Want That Map for Dark, played by Matt, versus
Communing. It was the first
Communing,
communing on the stream, yeah?
Yoda Communing.
Yoda
I think we had Yoda Commuting on earlier.
Oh, did we?
Pretty
Okay, that
sure.
was...
Yeah, Scott was playing it. That's
Right. That
Oh, and there's
Scott was
the
playing
gritty
that.
lightsaber.
Yeah, man. Matt walked into the game room this morning wearing a full-on gritty jersey, a gritty costume, as you can see in the picture, and wielding
I'm glad
a
the
bright
viewers
yellow lightsaber.
Glad all the viewers at home get to experience Darth Gritty here.
And as much as I dislike the Flyers, I cannot deny I was amused thoroughly. So thank you for that, Matt.
EPP Wadden. All right. So this is a different start from what we were seeing with Scott earlier today. This is Yoda communing with Insurrection start, Walkling, and Jedi business. So he's able to pull Episode 1 lightsabers, the nightclub. I think it also pulls Malastair.
Oh, the effect, yeah, it pulls matching lightsabers, the nightclub, Malastair, or Mos Espa, I think.
Yeah. So expecting a lot of interesting. Yoda community does not allow you to play any Jedi Knights. So
Jedi Knights or maintenance cards.
No ability 6 characters. So we're seeing a lot of Jedi Masters probably. We're probably seeing a lot of Mace.
Yep.
Kit Fisto, Qui-Gon. We'd be curious to see what version of Luke he runs. So Scott,
Yeah, I mean, Yoda kind of nudges you towards Son of Skywalker.
Scott was playing matching pilots. He was playing squadron assignments this morning with Farmville Luke. That was definitely different. But this looks like he's more likely to be using Son of Skywalker with Master Yoda, and looks like Matt's playing a very, very traditional I Want That Map build. Is that his starting interrupt next to Bao? Just kind of chilling there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't know if that's
You'll realize it
don't know if that's
eventually, I'm sure.
significant or not. He's pulling the finalizer with bow.
Dan doing a little bit of adjustment on our camera there. But yeah, Bow pulls the finalizer. Looks like he dropped a command to probably to pick up a PV.
I'm I might suggest Hux here, but
Hux, oh right. He's another guy he can get.
and Hux can pull you. Yeah,
Yep,
there's
yep.
the Hux who can
Yeah,
pull.
because
Who
he of
pulls
course.
who pulls Phasma.
Yeah, and he gets the bow pull as well.
Yeah. Indeed, Mace Windu against Kylo, just like the way George Lucas always intended it to be. Yeah. All right. All right. Still that random starting interrupt, just kind of chilling on the table there, kind of messing with my OCD a little bit. So he's getting the Emperor pull with the Dead Speak, also pulling out Dakar. Very standard start.
Yep.
For map here.
Nothing too surprising. And a light bridge shows up to the party. That's a nice pickup.
Bridge is starting hand. Oh, and Jakku in the starting hand too. That's a great start.
Yeah.
Great start for map. I think that's probably. Oh, yeah, there's Justice saying, "Hey, why
finally
is that,
found the interrupt.
Why is that card there?" Okay. So that's probably all of map's activation already out on the table. That's a very good start for the dark side player. And he just says go. So now it goes over to light side. It's activating 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I believe.
Yep, and does a quick little peek with the Communing.
Yeah, I'll be manipulating the card in the force pile to place it back or on the bottom of the force pile. And
you look at the top X cards of your force pile.
Or the lost pile, I believe. And then you can...
Force pile or lost pile, and you can move one of those cards to the bottom.
Of course, the really hot tech with that is to combine it with Ray, where you put the card you want on the bottom.
Exactly, then she just puts it right in your hand. Yeah, it's probably the first thing I thought of, and probably the first thing most people thought of when they read that card is like, well, I can just pick that up with Ray.
Oh, he's doing the Camino start, so I'm assuming we'll be seeing the Twix pull here too. Yep.
So Camino comes out with Yoda's game text. It has 2 dark side icons, and then Camino itself can pull a Camino site, which there is a Twix. 2 for me, none for you.
So, as this is with every game of Star Wars CCG, their activation is not usually a problem for either side. And then you're just going to pick up the rest. I see a Haljax. I see a Disarm. That could be really useful. I see 2 lightsabers. Probably not the cards he wants to see. And saying, oh, and an EPP Qui-Gon. There we go. So yeah, Disarm could be a really big deal. I don't think Darkseid has really any answers for that unless they play the Lando Dobry combo, I think, right? I think that's pretty much the only silver bullet, I think, to Disarmed.
Yeah, not a lot of Darkseid counters to Disarmed.
All right, Finalizer comes out. Matt's turn 2, I think.
Yep, definitely
not
turn
bad.
2.
Ooh, and you got we're in attack position now.
One of my favorite Admiral's orders, personally.
That's a good one. So that'll give him the potential direct damage on Jakku if he gets Hux or Grievous down there.
And of course, just really cheap deploy on the pilots. -1 for pilots, -2 for admirals.
So so they go down for like nothing.
And then a little bit extra immunity as well.
So Hux will go to the finalizer, at least initially, probably for free, I would assume, because he's like -2, and then another. I think does he get another subtraction from the AO?
He's going to get -1 from the AO, yeah.
So I think he comes down for nothing then.
Yeah, and PV is going to be -2 as well, so he's dirt cheap.
Yeah. So, do you think he shuttles Hux after this? Probably not, right?
I don't think so. I don't see what does that really gain you, you know?
Yeah, he's assuming a lot of bad Jedi Master goodness coming at him probably this next turn, and he needs a lot of cards to deal with Mace and Qui-Gon and whoever else.
Just moving to the car.
Moving to the car, get the extra activation. Threaten's nice drain to 2, and why not? Why not
Yeah.
just why not put the onus all on the white side? Say, hey, I'll have drain for 2. You come to me, and
Yeah.
then I'll react.
Moving to the card gets you 2 extra cards to pick up in your draw phase.
Yeah, why not? Okay, he passes it back to Justin.
Man, these guys are just activating so much force on their second turns. It's crazy. Quick little commenting peek. There's a good look at his hand. A lot of red.
Yeah, we saw him draw PP Qui-Gon, a couple lightsabers. All right, now he's looking for what? Probably Docking Bay.
I'm guessing another site with Yoda, a 2 icon location. Although possibly a docking bay as well.
I mean, only one Docking Bay on table, so I would assume he's looking for the other one.
Yeah,
But
we're probably going to see a Hoth docking bay in his deck somewhere.
oh, is that the
So-
he's pulling the 3/2 side. I
So
think,
he
with
must
a-
have searched with Insurrection first, gave up
Yeah.
the verify, missing his docking bay, and then
plays
Yoda
the feed generation
fetched out
generator
the
core. So
core.
the fabled 3/2 site really. That is the 3/2, right? Yeah. So
yeah, it is.
So that's a really interesting dilemma potentially for the dark side player. Any characters he deploys there that are ability less than 5, if they're hit, they go to the use pile. So that impacts Phasma, any of your FN droids, Dr. Evazan.
Yep, they just fall right down that big hole in the middle of the floor.
That definitely creates an extra problem for not to deal with. Did we get a peek at the resistance agent early? Do we know who that is? I assume it's Ray.
Yeah, I couldn't tell from the camera. Maybe Dan's there can tell us.
EPP Ray. Okay, thanks, Dan.
Yep.
That's what I would have assumed. But
Yeah. Likewise.
now Justin rather is just going to draw some more cards. Looks like he has a rather large hand. I think maybe he got the docking bay.
Yeah, we knew it was in his force pile.
Ooh,
Matt Wadden does a quick masterful move combo
move to
before
pull out-
recirculating.
Pull out the rarely seen A New Hope Unlimited gig. very, very,
I think it depends on the player. Some people love their white borders. You saw Scott's deck.
Speaking from personal experience, I feel like it's usually like 90-10 or so in favor of the limited. But, I guess some people like their Japanese stuff too, I suppose. All right.
All right, start of Matt's turn
So
3
now,
here.
so now Matt can afford to be a little bit more aggressive with his deployment because he's got the
Before he
Guffy kick.
activates, he's firing off
He's
that.
going to upload Phasma
Yep,
with
that once
with
per game
with
Phasma
Hux.
upload.
Yeah. That could give him another use pile pool this turn. I imagine she is probably not going to go to the Naboo site. So he's probably going to drop her with another contingent of compatriots at the Jakku site. Let's see. Did he? Let's see.
Force Drain 2.
A battle order.
Quick little
Oh, is that a Grimtash?
middle finger to Grimtash.
Okay.
Hey, I'm right there with you, Matt. I feel the same way. That card can die in a fire for all I care.
I don't see a battle
Ruining
plan.
games of Star
Oh,
Wars
okay.
since
Battle plan
1996.
is on the table, so he must have paid for that train.
So Marge,
build up the use pile before Phasma comes down. So
you play your other guys
comes-
first before
yeah,
Kylo and Phasma and stuff, so you have more cards to choose from, of course.
there's the flip. So now all of Light Side's retrieval is canceled. They have to pay 1 or lose 1 to draw a Battle Destiny. And Dark Side can stack cards from Lost Pile on their effect.
Yeah,
and
Matt is such a strong
and
7
and play
side.
like Watch Your Step. Although I don't believe he has a Lost Pile yet. but give it a little bit of time.
What do you think of the decision to go to the village here instead of attacking Qui-Gon at the core? I mean, both your
See,
guys here are ability 5. They're not
that's
going to be subjected to that. Go to use
yeah.
pile
That
text.
doesn't. I mean, well, he doesn't want Kylo to die. He's probably putting Justin on barrier.
Yep, probably
So
fair
this way
point.
he's setting up damage of 2 and 1,
And
whereas Justin's paying the drain for 2.
there's Phasma. Gets him another use pile pull.
I will say that there's probably this Justin's deck is probably going to be a little bit light in the space department here. I doubt there's very many ships he's going to be running. Maybe a random Han Chewie Falcon. So
I mean, if
if he
you're pulling Camino turn 1, I feel like you got to have something
so
in
if he
there to defend that
so if
drain too,
so
right?
if he finds it steadfast, he could pretty easily set up drains of 2 and 2 in space, which would put him on a
Yeah,
pretty good
especially if
path.
he's able to hold on to his village site on Jakku.
Yeah, he's got what 3 troopers there plus Kylo now. No.
Yeah, Phasma, Kylo, Trooper, and Mara Jade.
Yes, those give him outs against weapons, FN and or nines, and the Kylo effect will give him outs against weapons. As Destiny because of Phasma, and I think it was FN 2003 there too. I think
It's the guy who cancels your text by
yeah
going hit.
yeah that's yeah.
Yeah, I forget their numbers.
I think both those FN troopers were there.
Did he play?
Oh
No,
no,
it's only four
that's right.
guys.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's Mara Jade.
No, Mara was the other one. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's
So it's Mara, and
Mara, Kylo,
so
Phasma,
that's
and
nines. Nines
Trooper.
is the one that hits a person and you can cancel weapon destiny. That's not that.
Oh, that's not the other guy.
That's not
That's not 2003.
that's not 2003. No,
Okay.
no. Yeah, yeah. He cancels weapon destiny. All right. So now, what is that? Oh, that's Ray with Saber. Okay, so he's putting her at Naboo
Yep.
to flip
Flips the objective back.
him back. So now he can retrieve.
There's his docking bay
There's a
finally.
docking bay that has eluded him up until now. Well, I think I saw an R2 in red 5 in his hands. Maybe he does play a
Farm boy Luke.
a farm boy Luke without Squalson. That's interesting.
I mean, Farm Bar Luke's great on any ship. You put him on the Profundity, he's good.
There's a good card that you don't see a whole lot of nowadays. That card used to be like in a ton of light side decks.
Yeah.
Then it really has kind of fallen out of favor.
Yeah, there you go, another R2. Yeah,
Oh,
there you go. Fan him out for us, and
okay. There's the
it's
it's
a Rebellion's Hope, Luke.
Rebellion Zero Luke. Yeah, that makes sense. So Ray does not add to the damage output there, but flips him.
No,
Flips
but
him back to the
it's
zero
important to
side
keep him on the zero side.
makes it a little bit harder for Matt to attack. But also, I'm not sure that Matt really cares about that site right now. I'm not sure he's really gonna.
I mean, I'm sure he'd like to be on the 7 side, but yeah, I think if he's winning the damage race, he doesn't really care about being flipped.
He's up 2-1 or 3-2 rather right now in the damage race. Here comes Hear Me Baby to get a free shield pull for Justin. He's gonna get
Do or do not.
do or do not. I guess that makes sense with the Emperor out. Yep.
I'm a big fan of flipping the free shield pulls upside down.
Looks
Keep track of.
looks like an escape pod combos. I don't see him going to look for something. Maybe he's just playing it to play it.
Yeah, just playing it to recycle it.
Okay. I see Clash and. All right. Did Matt activate? I think so. I think these must be good cards being lost to the drain, right? The drains, right?
Yeah, Matt activated.
He lost the Luke and the ship. That definitely it's going to make it harder for him to contest anything in space. I haven't seen any other ships in his deck. I'd be a little surprised if there's no Falcon. Oh, and there's the Saber. Up the damage race even more.
Did that come from hand?
I think he downloaded it. I think it must have not been there last turn.
Oh.
But I think he
But
downloaded
it's like the Dead Speak pull it or something?
the Kylo effect.
Oh, the Kylo effect pulls
Yeah,
it, really? I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah. and Dr. E. So
That's what I was gonna say. Is that Dr. Evazan combo?
yep, yep.
Yep.
So that is going to be a pretty difficult site
The
for Whiteside to
smuggler buddy, the
contest.
smuggle buddies.
That is the binder with the Destiny 6
What's his name? Mataka.
Mitaka, yeah. So
Yeah, the
not
binder's a neat ship. I think that card's a little underplayed, honestly. A little
is that the one
underrated.
that is that the one that makes it harder for them to move away or something?
Yeah, they can't react and they can't move away. They cost more expensive to move away.
It was like anti-hyper escape stuff. Oh, okay. And your ship's yeah, that's pretty solid. Your ship's gonna move through there as a react.
Oh no, okay, so it lets you react. I thought I stopped them from reacting.
Oh, so if he attacks the
But yeah,
finalizer can just warp on over. That's pretty strong. And if them to move away costs extra force. Yeah, that's pretty solid. So he is now threatening damage of 2, 2, and 2. 6 potential damage being threatened right now
yeah,
compared
really
to
putting the
Justin's
screws
2.
to him.
Justin's gonna have to do something to.
Justin's got a big
address
old
that.
hand. He just activated all his force. So he's doing something this
I
turn
think
for sure.
I think he's trying to set up an attack on Jakku, which is probably why Matt
Yeah, but
really
if
reinforced
he's
there.
setting up attack, why is he not leaving any destinies in reserve?
Okay, wait, not this turn. Maybe he needs all the force to the wait, first paying the drain for 2. I think.
Those are Justin's shields in the container. 406
There's
Punisher.
Snoke.
He just
Snoke
instead of
and
having him flat on the
Snoke and
table,
Kylo
he's
get-
got him in his little tray for his deck box.
All right, I think I did see a Han Chewie Falcon in the deck too. So,
Okay,
so
well,
I
that'll slow the damage down a little bit,
all right,
even
so
the race out.
projection on the
I'm still gonna need more than that though.
on the Jakku site. So now it's threatening damage of 2, 2, and 1, and that pretty much indicates that he's not looking to probably attack there anytime soon.
I wouldn't want to attack that site, would you? Look at that.
Oh, he's got to do something. So if he doesn't go there, I guess his only other move is to go into space.
Mm-hmm.
So
It looks.
we know he's got
I mean,
he's,
we don't know his deck.
he's got at least one more Lucan ship.
Okay,
There
there
they
you go.
are, and he's got at least a Han Chewie Falcon. And I'm guessing that's all of his space.
But he's not going in front
But
of Darkseid.
but he's not going to fight. He's going to go to Dakar, satisfy battle order. Oh, there's a 3PO coming out a little bit.
3PO with his parts.
A little bit later than I'm sure he would like, but that'll set up.
Yeah, they're
So-
just
so-
shields are just a sideboard that sit off to the side. So not really important where you keep them.
So is that a drain 2 system for Whiteside?
I think it is, yeah.
No, unless you're resistance leader here for strain minus
Never mind.
1. So he's threatening a drain of 1 and 2 right now compared to Matt's 2, 2, and 5. So I feel like Matt's doesn't care a whole lot about that right now. So,
that's probably fine. Just
So it's now a damage race of 5
continuing
versus
the drain race.
5 versus 3. I would imagine the only starship left in his deck for Justin's probably Han Chewie Falcon.
Yeah, it looks like a deck that's pretty light on space, kind of a mains and toys kind of deck sort of thing.
Yeah, which is the one downside to playing the Camino pool chain.
Yeah, because you're forced to defend that system then.
You're giving him a free drain 2 system then.
Yeah, doesn't feel good.
But let's see. I think he passes it off to Matt. Is he like a 20 card hand?
His hand does look massive. Like, he was able to activate all his force last turn, so I think he really does have like a 20 card hand or something. And here comes another free shield. So that's 2 free shields
That's
for
why.
Matt.
That's why his
Or
advice.
Justin, I'm sorry. It looks like he's busted, but 2 of those pulls were free.
So both anti-sac shields are out. All right, Matt's going to drain for 5 in total, rather.
Yep.
2, 2, and 1. Oh, he should try to get a general down at that site too for
Yeah, why the hell not?
even more damage.
Good little ping.
I guess he is afraid to take Hux away. Still, I don't know. No, I guess PV hasn't shown up yet. No. All right, there's a dodge. I didn't see the first card.
No, isn't PV
Oh.
on the finalizer with Hux? It's Hux and PV on the finalizer, no?
Hux definitely came out first. Okay, so PV is out.
Yeah,
okay, so
PV 's down there.
Hux is just there for more
Yep.
more extra 3 power and good forfeit. Another R2 and red 5. And sorry about the mess. Wow, so that's healthy number of R2 and red 5s. And there's a mace. He's out doing the 3PO tapping tech to indicate whether or not he's been.
See, my problem with that is I always forget to untap him at the end of the turn, and then I'm like, wait, I didn't use him this turn.
Oh, and there is the Steadfast.
Okay, cool. I was
Which,
wondering about that. How many more ships Matt had if it was just going to be Kylo's shuttle.
Which I think equalizes the icons for both sides. So I believe that's now a drain of 3. I believe because
we put it at Jakku.
I think that makes it a 2-2 system.
I was thinking he would drop it on Luke's head.
No, I don't think he needs to. He doesn't care about Luke. It's only a drain of 1. He's got the. I think he shuttles Hux down here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're right. I think he's just trying to edge out, just turn into a drain race, edge out as much.
Yeah.
So
So
he moves ships in front of Luke.
I would have just probably left it alone, but yeah, force him to do something. He has to pay +1 to move away because of the binder. And if he does fight for some reason, the Steadfast can hop over. But yeah, that's an extra. So that's but he lost them.
Looked like he made a quick adjustment there and decided to pick up Ponda Baba onto the Steadfast as well. A little bit of extra forfeit on Jakku.
Steadfast has to be alone to equalize the icons. So now it works. So it's drained 2 there, 1 on the ground plus the AO ping for 4, and then another potential 2 at Dakar if Luke runs away. So I'm curious to see if Justin probably has the Falcon in hand. It's such a huge hand, but yeah, I think that's the top card of his hand there.
HCF.
I think that would be around 16 power between those 2 ships. Isn't R2?
Well, does it go with Luke or does it go after the Steadfast? The Steadfast looks pretty vulnerable to an HCF to me.
Steadfast is 9 plus. Honestly, did Dr. E come up on that? I think
Dr. E's up there. Yeah, it's Dr. E and PV.
So that's 11, maybe 14 power there. It's potentially vulnerable, I suppose. But if Matt has command, then the HCF's just going to die.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. We're going to see what happens.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking.
Oh, we got the barrier.
I was thinking 2 Destiny might be enough to clear the ship out, but now I think about it a little closer. I don't think it will. You'll need 3 Destiny to kill that ship.
Yeah, I think it's like 11 forfeit before you get to.
Yeah, exactly.
Before you get to the
really,
Steadfast.
really high.
Is that I don't like sand now coming out? Oh, stacking some cards.
Sand effect.
AJR and I think Hear Me Baby are the 2 cards. I think it was.
It looked a bit like a mess combo to me, but.
So now they'll stop the potential command issue. So now both sides will get 1 Destiny, and Han also gets Destiny to power. So if he has 2 Destinies tracked, say he has 2 5s, that's 18. That's 18 power. Matt would have to draw a decent to tie there. And Steadfast does have natural immunity. Less than 4. Forget this PV add. Yeah, his extra immunity only counts on the finalizer, doesn't do any other ship.
Yeah, I mean it's got the +2 from the Admiral's orders though.
Oh,
it's immune to 6 from the Admiral's order.
Is that with any pilot aboard?
Yeah, any capital pilot by a character gets 2 extra immunity.
So even less than 6, right? That's pretty good. All right, well, he was buried anyway, so Justin just has to draw. Mal play another masterful move to probably just look through his deck, I'm assuming. Also maybe setting up that 5 to fight with. What is the new HCF? immunity, so
That's Destiny to power.
it is less than. Checking the
Oh,
immunity.
immunity
Immune less
5.
than, immune less than 5. So that if he is if that's what he's doing. Oh, Sir Droids,
Yeah.
beautiful. This is reserve deck though. Oh darn.
Yeah, this is a verify, I think.
Oh man, Sir Droids is old school tech. Fun for dealing with
Yeah,
for 3PO. Yeah, that's a real.
I remember it was in the meta back in Legacy for a bit. I think
I,
when
th-
IL 19 was really
I
big or
think I
something.
personally prefer the restraining bolt just because it's double the destiny,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
and they can't like retrieve them.
Cheaper too.
So yeah, I was guessing that maybe he was going to track that 5 around to try to.
BBA. I was wondering, like,
tr-
Lookster Droids is a card you put in your deck when you've got a specific card you want to target. Like, you put it in there with somebody in mind you want to kill with that card. You don't just throw it in because, like,
Alright.
I don't like droids. Like,
So this should be damage of 4, I think, altogether. 1, 2, and then one from the AO and one from the drain at the
yeah, that sounds
site.
correct to me.
The site.
Drain 1, ping 1, drain 2 at the system.
So sorry.
Yeah, this is sorry about the mess. So I think I was correct about that other card being sorry about the mess on the sand card.
Well, we'll probably find out soon enough.
Did Dan-
Another
Dan
AJR.
say that?
I don't think Dan clarified, but not not the big deal. I don't think we're going to see. You might not see any land battles at all in this game.
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
things are
might
going
not
out,
even be
unfortunately.
relevant.
Oh,
AJR.
let's hear me an AJR. There we go.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you were right.
Yeah.
I was wrong. You got it.
Second. All right, so Matt's, I guess, thinking about whether he wants to add cards to space. Oh, I think I see a first strike in hand. Oh, I've lost R2. Is that
It knocks out the hyper. Then you got all destiny greater than 2, I think, and then it removes the Nava computer, so we can't use hyperspeed.
makes him stuck, basically?
Yeah, you can't use his hyperspeed anymore.
So maybe he's not going to fight then?
Yeah, I think what he's going to
Yeah,
do is move a
he's-
Doomstack in front of him and say, "Nah, we're going to fight on my terms."
Okay, so
That's
because he's stranded, I see.
like, yeah. Why would you knock out the nav computer just to kill him that same turn?
Right. But now he has a chance to move Luke over 2 to back up a little bit. Yeah, don't let that Kyle command shuttle think all
going
by
there.
himself. That's just mean to leave it all lonely like that. Leave it on over.
So of course, Justin's going to be able to move the Luke over to reinforce HCF, but that's still not going to be a pretty battle for him. And also, HCF is capable of landing without hyperspeed as well. He can go down to that unoccupied non-battleground if he really wanted to.
Yeah,
It feels bad, but
away from the Doom stack.
yeah, you can at least move away from there somehow.
That feels like a not great play, but I think he just moves the Luke over, but we will have to see. You can also add 2 passengers to it for forfeit fodder, so the beatdown won't be.
Yeah, you're right.
too painful.
You can throw a Qui-Gon or something on there. Well, no, Qui-Gon's on the ground, but
Kit Festo and Mace Windu, just like in the movies. Yep. There's
Justin pushes a little bit of damage here.
There's FN 2003
Is it 2 and 2?
We must accelerate.
Or is it -1 at Camino for him? 2 and 2, right?
I think it's 2 and 2. Oh, there's General Leia. Very
Leia?
nice play to suspend Matt's Admiral's order.
Yeah, that'll save him some damage
And
from the pain.
Menace Fades to take out the other point of damage from the
Okay,
Jakku
there you
site.
go.
So he's really limiting Matt's damage a little bit. It looks like he has no reserve deck left, so he's clearly not going to battle. He's probably just going to move Luke over.
I mean, do you move Luke over? You want to keep Menace Fades up, right? So maybe you just burn your Hujix on HCF and say, later, guys.
I guess if you have a Hujix, then why not? Oh, there's this. He's had that saber for a long time. Kind of.
Was that an Anakin saber?
I think it's just a Jedi. No, it's one that you can pull with Jedi business. So I think it's just the virtual.
Oh right, Jedi business won't let you pull Anakin saber.
Is it?
Okay, right on.
But what I don't understand is he's had that in hand for a long time. Why not?
Yeah, why not put
Put
it
that
on
on those
Qui-Gon?
other jobbers to add more to the drain all this time. I'm a little unsure about that. You can hold on unlimited number of weapons, even if you can only
Yeah,
use
yeah.
one.
And then when Anakin does come down, you can just hand it off to him as well. You're allowed to redeploy it in your deploy phase.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe he just has the Halgix and just doesn't care
Yeah, I mean,
that
as
much.
Dan says, you could land it, but I mean that feels kind of sketchy as well because that's no
Well,
power, no
then
destiny.
you really need the
Yeah, he just
Halgix.
sits tight, recirculates. So,
Oh,
oh, what?
alter for
Nope,
the
taking the back,
for the
reverting.
projection. I'm assuming. But keep in mind that he has do or oh no, that's immune. It's immune to do or do not, but I think it does go to use pile. So he's probably just going to 3PO that back out. I would assume fairly soon here.
No, virtual altar is lost, not used.
But yeah, because of the shield, I think.
Oh, the effect goes to use. Yeah, yeah. I thought you meant alter the card.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to go
He
use.
tried to ping. Leia said no. He just flipped his card upside down. Said screw it.
So yeah, the question is, will Justin just be able to 3PO that right back out next turn? I imagine that's what he's going to try and do.
Yeah.
And alter can't be replayed unless he like flips and restacks or whatever, which does not seem likely.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's staying on the zero side most of the rest of this game. I don't know if we're going to see any interaction at the core.
Grand Admiral Thrawn, I'm assuming that's the non-V probably.
I bet you it is. Yep.
Going on
I
one,
don't think he wants to suspend the zone
going
admiral's order.
going on the binder, so that's another Battle Destiny.
Hmm.
Well, no, because of sand. It's the probably won't be another Battle Destiny, but it's
Even
more
if
power.
even if he did draw all the destinies, I have a feeling we're seeing a Gick,
But it's more power.
Hujix,
Yeah,
whichever.
he's going for the game-ending beatdown here, which I'm assuming. All right, so he takes they must have battled. He takes Tyranny Baby off, pulls ultimatum with it. Destiny to power is a 6. So that's 14, and then a 3 for Battle Destiny. So that's 17 power for Justin. To a lot
Yeah.
for Matt. I need some help here. I think the steadfast is probably like 13, and then okay, he just Halgixes it. Okay, yep, he had it. So now you probably want to try to shut off Menace Fades, right? Although
Yeah, he's got to move in front of Luke. You can't unless you cover all systems. You can't reliably shut it off
yeah,
because
you have to go to 3 to reliably shut
their
it
move
off.
phase comes before your control phase.
It should have saved that eyeball star. You can get the eyeball star 2 back or something. All right, binder goes over there. He's got to keep trying to push this damage through the.
So yeah, he does spread to cover all the systems.
Interesting. So Menace Fades will have to be
He's
shut
gonna move
off.
that shuttle too, right? To turn the yeah. He doesn't want he wants the steadfast to be alone to get the extra bonus on damage. So I imagine that we're gonna see that final, or it could just get inside the get inside the ship too,
I think you want to move the shuttle here, so the steadfast
or
works.
land it on board the steadfast, and the steadfast still works then, right?
I think so. Yeah.
But he leaves it there. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about that one. Yep. He also satisfies resistance now, so that the saber just becomes kind of a dead card for the moment. Won't add to the add to the drain, but will not add to the force loss from the drain. So it'll just be pushing damage of 2 through.
Yep. Good old resistance.
He does have draw their fire in hand. It looks like mostly red cards. I think I see an Odin War combo.
I mean, he could have played the draw their fire last turn when he battled. He chose not to.
Did he battle last turn? Oh,
Yeah, in the HTF battle.
I thought Darkseid initiated for that one.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dark Side. I misunderstood. I thought you meant Dark Side had a first strike in their hand.
No. I literally meant draw their fire. Yeah, so Whiteside is putting it out now. So I guess that means we're going to see a battle at Camino, but that means all the ships can just warp over. This will be interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
maybe he's not aware of that text. Or maybe I don't see why you put draw their fire down if you're not going to pick a fight. That's just
yeah,
foolish.
yeah. He's definitely telegraphing. He's not reading the text on the binder. He's counting power, I think. So he may not be aware of the
Oh man,
binders.
does
He may not be aware of the binders text. Maybe. Uh, oh, well, he has Odin Nestler.
now he's reading it. Now he's
He
reading
has
it.
he has Odin Nestler combo. That'll cancel one of them.
Yeah, but I feel like one is all you need to just pound Luke into the ground. Either one of those ships would do the trick, just in terms of sheer power alone. Draw their fire is still in play. I was expecting
Oh,
maybe he
Matt.
would pick it up
Oh,
after.
look at Matt being a real class act, explaining to Justin how the binder
Yeah, I
works.
think he did point it out to him. It's hard to tell from our perspective.
That's a
Obviously, we don't have
very,
audio,
very classy move on them by the part of Matt there. So
but I don't think he's going to be classy enough to let him take the draw their fire back.
yeah. So maybe what's that? Oh, that's the he's tapping Yoda to.
Well, I guess he only needs two
Oh,
force save because as soon as one of the ships reacts
so
over, he activates more force.
using the once per game Yoda retrieval to get the Haldrix back. So Haldrix is back in play.
Does Yoda retrieve any card?
Once per game.
Oh,
Just
interesting. I
retrieve a
didn't know
force,
that. I
yeah.
assumed it was a top card.
Yeah.
Thought it was just like a walk
It's,
lane
it's like
kind of thing.
it's like another walkway. Yeah.
But it's any card.
No, it's topmost card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who just on? Oh, it wasn't the top right because of the battle
Yeah.
last turn. Yeah.
Now
Sorry.
now he is battling. Retrieve one, withdraw the fire.
Okay.
Dark Side will lose the Master Move combo.
Yeah, we'll see how much
And
force he
we'll see
has.
we'll see what happens react wise here. He is not reacting. Apparently.
Okay.
Interesting.
I mean,
Okay.
that's fine as well.
So he takes the top card off, or the last card off of sand. So everybody gets only one destiny. Do you add the power or attrition here? If you're
I think you go
Luke.
attrition.
So that would be 11. Oh, he added the power. So I think that is 14. I think it's like 19 power. 5 attrition. So that just ended up causing Dr. E to go. And did Matt draw Destiny? I guess, did he just draw low and force him to not lose anything? I didn't see his Battle Destiny draw.
Yeah, clearly power was the better choice there. I don't know why I said attrition. I didn't think that one through very well because he's down by so much power. Didn't take any overflow this way. That was 100% the right call.
Okay, he drew a 4, so that's why.
So yeah, Luke's
That's
immune.
why Luke lived.
And I guess had enough power from those huge draws on the power destiny that didn't have to lose anything.
Yeah, I had it at about 19 or so. So that'll definitely.
That's crazy that Luke's able to get that strong.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to HCF, although he can also add to attrition where HCF can't do that. I'm gonna draw a few. There's a leadership. All right, but now the downside is there's no cards left on sand, so
Right.
so Matt can add extra destinies at will. I assume that's Thrawn on the binder.
He shuffled them all around, but yeah, I think that is Thrawn. You're right.
So that should be enough to knock Justin out of space this turn, and now he's getting 2 damage on the ground. I don't know if the steadfast is alone or not. I'm assuming it's not because
The way he's got it set, it looks like it's not, but he very well could have just said, we're landing the ship inside of there and not indicated it in any way.
Oh, Matt forgot to react and tried to back up and get it, and Justin declined. That's
Interesting.
just forgot to
Revert
react.
denied.
All right, so steadfast is not alone. That's an interesting choice on Matt's part there. So
Yeah.
let's drain 2, drain 1. drain 2. So that
Or
should be 5
maybe
total.
his plan was to react Kylo's shuttle over in the battle phase, and then it would have been alone in the control phase.
I think you're probably right. And you just forgot. They just forgot to do it.
Maybe.
So there's
I'm not a
pride.
mind reader.
There's pride for some more power. Someone else, too.
Imperial.
Oh, Chirino?
Oh, probably Chirino. Yeah, good call.
I'm guessing, but
Yeah, the map doesn't play a lot of Imperials.
so decent amount of power. 2 Battle of Destinies could be 3 if he has a command.
Yeah, and of course, they'll retrieve one, lose one to the draw their fire.
Yep.
Both player go 5 and 4 for Matt. 6
So that should totally
would be the power destiny, and
that
5
should-
would be the attrition or battle destiny.
It depends if you added to power. If I probably added to power, so it'll be power first, then Battle Destiny.
Yeah,
So that should totally
that would be
wipe.
my guess.
That should totally wipe Justin out of space.
Yes, that is definitely enough attrition to clear him.
So now
Maybe he
Matt,
went with attrition,
so now
knowing
Matt,
that he was going to get cleared and didn't need the power
yeah,
because he would be,
yeah,
be
that's
using his
that's
forfeit.
probably what happened. Yeah. So
Yeah, his power's only 12.
he was down.
So
he was
must have
down by
gone-
9.
yeah.
He easily covered
So I just
that.
keep choosing the wrong answer here. Justin knows what he's doing.
But now Matt has total board control here.
Yeah.
He's draining for 8.
Yeah,
potential
Justin's
total.
like paying 3 to drain for 2.
And yeah, Matt's got 8 threatened here. 8 damage.
It looks like
right here.
Justin's getting pretty damn low on cards and life force as well.
Drain of 9 in space. Oh, because of Chirino.
Yeah, and Matt's not even, or Justin's not even close to sniffing ultimatum.
I think it may be even. Oh, another Falcon. You had another Falcon. I don't know how much life he has left, but
Yeah, but that's
Yep.
going to deal with one of those systems. I think it's not even close to enough.
there's a draw. Battles, draw the fire damage. Oh, now he does not forget the react.
Because it's free to move from Jakku.
And
And cancels the react.
Can he react?
Too bad it wasn't Dakar,
Can he
because then he
react?
could have activated too.
Can he react with the other ships? I guess.
Not
I
without
guess
force.
he doesn't have the force. Okay.
That's what I said. If the battle's at Dakar, maybe he could have activated the 2 force for moving there, and then had the force for the other ship.
Looks like Matt drew super low. So he may actually win the battle here. Is that a 4? You drew a 4 and a 4, I think.
Oh, there goes Chirino. So much for all that damage. And looks
And
like he
he-
has to
he lost
peel a
some.
couple battle damage as well, at least 1. But the ship doesn't die.
All right, reading it. 16 to 8. Is that what he's saying? I don't know why there's like a lag between.
Yeah, when I was out there, it would take like 30 seconds for what I typed to appear in the chat.
So he lost Chirino plus a few more cards. Just I guess to keep the menace fades.
To keep his ship on
keep,
table,
keep,
yeah.
Keep menace fades off.
Yeah, to
Turned
keep
off.
Menace
Turned
Phase
off
shut
basically.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he loses that binder, then
So now
he
it's
controls the system.
2, 2, and 2. He's threatening. Oh,
Yeah, 2, 2, and 2.
looks like Justin has about 9 or so.
I would
In-
say
in-
8 in,
in-
life
in
force
life,
and like
it-
3 in hand. Oops, yeah, 8 and 3,
This
like I
is-
said. So I mean, Justin can't take another turn of these drains. Like if Matt removes the HCF, then I think it's just game over for Justin.
I guess we're still on Matt's turn, right? Did Justin? I guess Justin's still thinking about what cards to lose. I'm assuming that's what those 2 sideways cards are.
Well,
Oh, no, that's commuting. Never mind.
yeah, I think
So-
Justin already lost his force for this turn.
So what's going on then? They get
I think Matt's just thinking about what to do.
Hey, do you want to? Yeah. So you want
Yeah.
to have enough space at Camino so that when he battles again, you don't let him control it. So you have to have enough to to fight back. But you also
Or
want to.
just kill the
But
damn thing.
but
It's only mean less than 5, right? Just draw a 5. Play a guy, draw a 5. Retrieve 1, lose 1. Done.
well, if you have a way to easily track that, then that does sound nice. But this deck has a lot of fours in it. I don't know that he can. I think most of his ways of adding destinies are kind of all expired, unless he has another. And we have no idea what's in Matt's hand at this point. If you had an astral move or accelerate, then that wouldn't be too hard wouldn't be too hard to set that up.
Yeah, I think Matt's just taking his time, make sure he doesn't throw this one away by doing something stupid.
I think I would move over the finalizer. Oh, he's conceding the system.
Not necessarily. He's still got lots of move left.
That kind of sucks to give him the drain of two and give him the drain of 2 and 2.
Oh, he is conceding the system.
But
Right?
I guess maybe he just has done the math and realizes that
That he's still going to win
he still
regardless.
he still got it because although with Menace Fades back in effect, it's only now a drain of 1, 2, and 1. So they're actually, I think, doing equal damage now. I think they're both doing 4. But maybe Matt has done the math and, well, okay, there's the projection. That'll tweak things a little bit. Yeah, that's why I was thinking it made a little bit more sense to move more of a heavier fleet in front of the Falcon.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think he should
I
have
think I would have done Finalizer.
challenged the Falcon instead of run from it. Yeah,
Dan,
finalizer.
Can we get a rough life count? I mean, Matt's sleeves kind of match the table, so we can't really,
Yeah.
can't see what's
Justin
going.
hasn't lost much force since the last time we got an update. I think he's still at 8ish. 8ish with 3 in hand.
But now
We don't
Matt's,
really know
but now
Matt's.
Matt's damage,
But yeah, now
Matt's damage potential's gone down considerably.
Yeah.
He's only going to be hitting for I think 2 and 1 now.
Yeah, I wonder if Matt forgot about Menace Fades. The way Justin just kind of pointed it out there.
You got the projection back. So I think it's Matt's turn now again. There's a blaster deflection. He's losing to a drain. Not sure. Some character. Can't quite tell who that is. So Matt's down to 8 total hand and life. Is that right? So
This game's a lot closer than I thought it was.
we have ourselves a really close game then.
I thought Matt had a lot more force than that. I don't see how Justin did that much damage to him. I guess he's just got a ton of cards on table.
A lot of cards on the table. Now the stage ran a 2 all game at the 3-2. 7 hand and life. So this is like neck and neck.
Mm-hmm. It's down to the nitty gritty, if you know what I mean. Gritty.
Well done, sir. You gotta just send what you got in front of the Falcon here.
So he moves the Steadfast and the Binder in front. Leaving.
That way, if he runs away, you're at least draining for 2.
Yeah, exactly. He has nowhere to run to where he can control a system.
See, I think.
And with Menace.
Menace Fades is turned off. So he'll get that drain through on the ground too. So now Justin can only do 2. That takes Matt down to 6 hand in life.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's only got 1 in his hand, so presumably 4 and 5 in life.
5 in life. So you're really pressuring him to battle here for the draw their fire swing, but then you're gonna lose the Falcon. So like, oh, he's got 2 5s as 2 destinies, so that's pretty good. Not quite enough to clear everything out though, I don't think. Question is who's on
I think
the
it's
steadfast?
Thrawn and
I don't
Mitaka.
I don't think it's Thrawn.
It's an Imperial.
It's Imperial. Oh, it was Hux.
Oh, Hux. Okay.
It's Hux and Dan. Who's the Imperial on the steadfast?
Pretty sure it's Thrawn.
The title just looks wrong for it to be Thrawn. I think that's Godheart.
Oh, Goddard. Weird. Guess you gotta have something to deal with Landing
Yeah,
Claw.
afraid of the landing claw.
I guess Thrawn did die.
Yeah. So that's probably like 14. What's the binder? Like
I
6
think
or
it's only
something.
6. Yeah, it's not a particularly powerful ship.
So I think it's around 19 power. If Justin adds the power, he'll be 18 power. So there's no way he can win the battle. So he would have to peel some cards in that situation. If he adds to attrition, he'll be down even more though. He'll be down 13.
Can the Falcon add to attrition? I thought it only added to power.
Oh, you're right. Yes. So you're looking at if he battles, he'll be looking at 18 power with 5 attrition, and I think Dark Side is around 19 power. Oh, he is battling.
The reacts are a thing.
But Matt forgot again, or maybe he doesn't want to get off the system actually. Command for 4, so I think Matt's at like 23, so I think he's down by about 5. Whether or not he loses the ship, he still has to peel like 5 cards. I was off by 1. He's down 6. Okay. Maybe Godheart has another one. No. All right. There's the handshake.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well played. Well played, Matt. You won by what? Probably like 4 cards.
Yeah, 4, maybe 5 at best. I think he put a use interrupt back.
Okay.
So he did something there. Something went back into the deck. I don't know if it was a retrieval or what, but yeah, I think like 5.
So Matt Wadden is victorious by 5. So that means Darth Gritty will possibly making an appearance, making an appearance on stream here in a few minutes. That'll be very exciting for our viewers.
Yeah, you wanna handle the interview this time? I could use a break.
Sure, absolutely. Go take your
maybe Dan wants to interview him.
Take your well-word reprieve. This is what Game 7, right? So we got one more to go. All right, so standby players will be right back with our follow-up interview here.
One thing I did want to say is I didn't get corrected once by Nick during that game, so either he stopped watching the stream or I stopped making mistakes.
All right, Star Wars players, we have a very rare treat for you right now. As we have a Jedi Knight coming into the studio with us. Here, just put this on. So,
Hello.
so Matt, yeah, congrats on your long fought, hard fought win there with the map against Commuting. That was really came down kind of close to the end there.
Yeah, I think he played very well, and I made some smaller mistakes that I could have won by more, and it shouldn't have been close because he had wasn't able to find things early, and my deck should have an edge since I had a pretty good opening hand as well.
Were you surprised that I don't believe there was a single battle on ground that whole game? Is that what you were expecting?
Sometimes with
Yeah.
the communing map matchup, they each go to one site, and if they have space, then you could fight in space. But when they both stack one site, there's no point in attacking either
So,
one.
so you were probably never tempted at all to go after that 3-2. So I saw you just stack, Kylo,
Yeah.
Phasma, pretty much all your strong characters all kind of came down early.
Yeah,
And
I
that
thought
seemed,
about going with just suicide with Gick for draw their fire, because I'd lose two and retrieve one. He'd lose one if I needed the differential from that. But I don't think
yeah,
it didn't end up mattering.
yeah, it totally worked out for you. Worked out for you that way. Yeah,
Mhm.
awesome. Um, so what's your record overall now? Are you
About 5 wins, so
five and
win and
two?
in, lose and go
Five
home.
and two, winning in. Wow, awesome. Yeah, yeah. Congrats. That's definitely exciting going into the
Yeah,
last last game. Man, saw a lot of a lot of big blue cards in your map. A little bit more than I've typically kind of see in other lists. Like the binder seems like a particularly really nice
yeah. The
nice
reacting
addition.
and the moving around is strong. There's a couple other like invisible hand that you could play as well, but working with Kirano is why I picked that.
That makes a lot of sense. I definitely get that. And you play the multiple systems, so and all those ships. So why not put yourself in a situation where you spread, and if they battle you one spot, you can go bring everybody else over for
Yeah,
whatever with that.
some people don't expect the third ship either, so that helps out as well.
Yeah. I think the standard builds are typically just steadfast and finalizer.
Yeah,
So
if you can't find steadfast, you just lose if you're trying to drain on two systems. So you really need two options of star destroyers to find.
yeah,
A lot of the times you win by taking both systems in one site, and then you get
sure.
resistance going. That's how you.
Yes, we saw you do that.
That's the
We
way
saw
to
you do
win
that here.
if there's no battles. Because of all the lightsabers that commuting can play, if they're draining for five, you lose. So.
Certainly makes sense. Yeah, he could have also played the battle planes, I suppose, and spreading that would have been a role caused you to deal with something a little bit more. But he just had the 3-2 site, which you definitely want to. I'm sure you're not eager to go to.
Mhm.
So yeah, any other thoughts or comments on on the matchup? It was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Space package there. He had just the Falcon and the Red 5, and he seemed to have Destiny's tracked pretty consistently to give you
yeah. He used
occasionally
the
fits.
3PO extremely well. Got a lot of value. I never found my look surge
I
droids,
know
which
that must have.
might
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. Sorry, he might have won the game just killing him. Because he got so much value out of retrieving Han Chewie and the Falcon and then getting it back. Uh,
And I got all excited when we saw you verify and we saw the looks for droids in there. It's like, oh, I'm guarantee you he's like digging for that, trying to find it to give three people. But I guess it
yeah.
just never. I guess you never had it in hand, did you?
No, I used it in a previous game, but that game I was already pretty far ahead, so it didn't make much difference.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, so, uh, all right. Well, thanks for stopping by in the
Yeah,
studio,
thank you.
seeing us, and well, good luck in your and good luck in your last game. It was
Thank
a
you.
lot of fun. Well, all right. Thanks, guys. We are we are. I'll take a really short break here for really short break here for between the final games here, 7 and 8. But we'll have that final matchup here for you guys really soon. Right.
Thanks, guys.